All right, folks, buckle up because we're diving headfirst into the seedy underbelly of rock and roll with Guns N' Roses. Welcome to the jungle. You know this song? Hell, even your grandma hums it while watering her petunias, pretending it's about a nice safari.
But no, this is the anthem that slaps you awake like a hangover in a Hollywood motel, screaming about the chaos of LA life.
It's got that riff that hits like a freight train, lyrics that paint the city as a predator's playground, and enough attitude to make a grizzly bear back down. Today we're unpacking its origins, the madness behind its creation, and why it's still got us all yelling "You're Gonady" at karaoke nights. Stick around, things are about to get wild, and I promise by the end you'll be questioning your life choices, or at least your playlist. Let's start at the spark, the moment this beast was born. Picture this. It's 1985. Los Angeles is a glittering dumpster fire of dreams and desperation, and Axl Rose is crashing in the basement of Slash's mom's house. Yeah, you heard that right. The future king of rock is basically squatting like a feral cat. One lazy afternoon, Slash picks up an acoustic guitar and starts noodling this descending riff. Da-da-da-da-da. Like he's channeling some ancient guitar god with a hangover. Axl overhears it, his ears perk up, and boom, the seed is planted. But the lyrics...
Oh, those came from a cocktail of real-life nightmares.
Axl's out in Seattle visiting a buddy, away from the LA grind, and suddenly the words hit him like a bad acid trip. The title phrase, "Welcome to the Jungle," allegedly traces back to a run-in with a homeless guy in New York City who screamed at him, "You know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby. You're gonna die." Or wait, was it a night Axl spent hunkered down in a Queens schoolyard dodging who knows what? Stories vary like band members' sobriety levels, but the essence is pure grit. LA is a savage jungle where the weak get eaten alive. And let's break down those lyrics phase by phase, because they're not just words, they're survival warnings wrapped in a snarl. The opening verse hooks you with, "Welcome to the jungle, we've got fun and games." Fun and games? Yeah, if your idea of fun is dodging hookers, hustlers, and heroin dealers on Sunset Strip. Axl's painting LA as this seductive trap, everything you want, but it'll cost you your soul. "We got everything you want, honey, we know the names." That's the allure, the promise of fame, but flip it, and it's the city's pimps and pushers knowing exactly how to hook you. Obscure trivia alert. Axl drew from his own Midwestern transplant shock, arriving in LA wide-eyed and getting schooled fast. Imagine a kid from Indiana stepping off the bus into a world where fun and games means Russian roulette with your sanity. Then comes the chorus, "In the jungle, welcome to the jungle. Watch it bring you to your shunnen knees." That stutter? It's not just vocal flair. It's the city grinding you down, forcing you to beg. Origin of that phrase? Pure Axl poetry, inspired by watching friends crumble under the pressure of the scene. And here's a pun for you. What if Axl was just describing his first yoga class in LA? Watch it bring you to your knees. Namaste, motherfucker. But seriously, this line's rippled through culture. It's the go-to metaphor for any brutal environment, from Wall Street to your office Christmas party. Moving into verse 2, "We are the people that can find whatever you may need. If you got the money, honey, we got your disease." Oof, that's the drug underbelly biting hard. LA in the 80s was a petri dish of vices. Coke, smack, you name it. Axl's nodding to the dealers who cure your boredom with poison. Trivia time. The band was knee-deep in that world. Slash once admitted they were testing the boundaries of debauchery. What if scenario? Imagine if instead of rock stars, they became pharmacists. "Welcome to the jungle pharmacy. Side effects include eternal damnation. By the bridge, it's all unraveling. Feel my serpentine. I want to hear you scream." Serpentine? That's the snake in the garden, the temptation slithering through the city. Meaning the jungle's got its fangs in you now, and it's erotic, dangerous, addictive. Axl's channeling that predatory vibe, like the city's a lover who'll leave you broken. Satirical swipe. In today's world, that serpentine is probably just your Instagram feed, sucking you in with filters and FOMO. But back then, pure rock excess. All right, now let's talk album and release Shenanigans, because Welcome to the Jungle didn't just drop. It exploded like a cherry bomb in a porta potty. Appetite for Destruction hit shelves in July 1987, but at first, crickets. Geffen Records poured money into it, but radio stations were like, too raw, too real, pass. The band was touring dives, living on ramen and rage, while the album languished. Enter the music video. Directed by Nigel Dick, it features Axl as this wide-eyed innocent morphing into a snarling rocker, intercut with footage of urban decay, drugs, and debauchery. Fun fact, shot at the Park Plaza Hotel in Hollywood, it cost a whopping $150,000. Pocket change now, but back then, that's like funding a small war. MTV. They banned it outright. Too controversial, they said. Images of bondage, needles, riots. But the band wouldn't budge. Axl even refused to cut a scene of him watching TV footage of violence. Finally, after label execs begged, MTV aired it once at 5 a.m. on a Sunday. Phones lit up like a Christmas tree, viewers demanded more. Shenanigan alert. David Geffen personally called MTV's head honcho, twisting arms until they caved. Suddenly, Jungle is climbing charts, hitting number 7 on Billboard, and Appetite sells over 30 million copies. What if they never aired it? Guns N' Roses might still be busking on the Strip, and we'd all be listening to more hair metal fluff. Humor beat. Imagine Axl pitching the video. It's like a Clockwork Orange meets Sesame Street, but with more leather. And here's a self-roasting aside. As your narrator, I've got to admit, if I were in that video, I'd be the guy in the background, tripping over his own feet, yelling, "Welcome to the tumble!" Now, rise to mythic status, controversies and culture. This song didn't just rock, it rattled cages. Controversies? Where do I start? The lyrics were accused of glorifying drugs and violence, fitting right into the PMRC's witch hunt against rock. Tipper Gore probably had nightmares about Axl. Then the video, banned, then beloved, sparked debates on censorship. Culturally, it redefined hard rock, stripping away the glam polish for raw street-level fury. Ripple effects, used in movies like The Deadpool, where Clint Eastwood fights with it blaring, video games, even sports arenas as the ultimate pump-up jam. Welcome to the Jungle became shorthand for any high-stakes showdown. Think UFC fighters entering the octagon. Obscure trivia, the song's scream at the end? Axl recorded it in one take, nearly blowing out his vocal cords. And culturally, it bridged hair metal and grunge. Nirvana might have killed the scene, but Guns lit the fuse. Satirical jab. In a world of auto-tuned pop stars, Jungle is like that uncle at Thanksgiving who tells it like it is. Unfiltered, uncomfortable, unforgettable. What if Axl wrote it about modern dating apps? Swipe right to the jungle, baby. You're gonna cry. Legacy and lasting weirdness. Fast forward to today, and Welcome to the Jungle is immortal. It's been covered by everyone from jazz bands to marching squads, sampled in hip-hop, and even played at political rallies, though Axl sued over that, because nothing says rock rebel like lawyers. Weirdness? The songs inspired theme park rides, memes, and yes, actual jungle survival guides joking about it. Ripple on culture. It warned a generation about urban pitfalls, yet glamorized them enough to draw more moths to the flame. Trivia. In 2018, it hit 1 billion views on YouTube, proof it's outlived hairbands and hairlines alike. But the real legacy? Guns N' Roses' genius in capturing that primal scream of youth. Axl, Slash and crew weren't just musicians, they were provocateurs, turning personal hell into universal anthems. Irreverent pun. If life's a jungle, this song's your machete. Sharp, swingy, and liable to cut you if you're not careful. Alright, that's our wild ride through Welcome to the Jungle. If this had you chuckling, headbanging, or hiding under the covers, smash that like button, Subscribe for more rock dissections that bite back, and drop a comment. What's your jungle story? Until next time, remember, in the words of Axl, if you want it, you're gonna bleed. But it's the price you pay. Peace out, or should I say, roar out.